Is that all? Where's all his other stuff? His stereo and his camera equipment?
Apart from the camera itself, there wasn't any. Apparently he sold most of it to support himself while he was in hiding.
Knew he'd never part with this. He loved this.
This note came with it. It's from Wendy Glover.
Oh, keep it.
She didn't want me to tell you.
I don't want it, okay?
If it hadn't been from her, Lester's things would have ended up in the police auction rooms. You could at least be grateful for that.
Maybe. Doesn't mean I have to read no stinking letter.
She's going out of her way to help you.
Got my boyfriend killed. You think a letter's gonna make up for that?
These things will be held in trust for you until you're released.
What about the camera? Can I keep it?
I'm afraid not. That'd be too tempting for the others. Sign this, please. It's a receipt.
When you see Glover, you can tell her thanks, but no thanks.
Do you want me to bring her back?
Gotta thin this gunk down. Pass us over the Terps, will you, Westy?
Checking to see if I was drinking it, more likely. I didn't say metho, did I? Didn't have to.
Look, it's a wonder you can get around the signs of that chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, I've heard it all before, Connors, and always from Whitey's.
Yeah, well, maybe because there's a bit of truth in it.
Why are you so aggro? We got to stick together, otherwise the screws will walk all over us.
So I keep telling her. The bottom line is, they're the screws and we're the prisoners, and we don't let them get away with nothing. Not even Belt and Spider.
Spider's a moron.
A moron who's been bashed by a screw.
Look, we're on your side.
She's too full of hate to notice.
Well, I've got nothing against you two.
Then you've got nothing against the codes we live by. That includes backing anyone who's been beaten up by a screw.
You don't, you're on your own.
So take your pick.
Well, what are you going to do about Adams, then?
Well, like I said to Brecky, well, we wait till the time's right.
Yeah, waiting never got anything done.
You're a regular little spitfire, aren't you? Look where it's got you.
I get kicked, I kick back. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, if you're a bloody donkey.
You ever start mixing in some common sense with that temper of yours, you might even start sounding like a human being.
Can I give you a lift home?
I have a cab.
Well, mission accomplished.
Pardon?
Beating the frame up.
In case you'd forgotten, there was no frame-up.
Look, to be convincing, you got to believe your own story. You told me that last night yourself, remember? Where do we go from here?
I'll let you know in good time.
Look, I'd like to have a say in this partnership too, you know.
There is no partnership, Adams. You do what I tell you. And if you ever cause me as much trouble as you did last night, then prison won't be your career, boy. It'll be your home.
Hi there. Is there anything wrong?
Nothing.
Well, what is it?
Has it got anything to do with the governor wanting to see you? That bloody Glover. She brought some of Lester's stuff back. You know, his camera and some other things.
It was very thoughtful of her, wasn't it?
You reckon I'd be too old to cry now, wouldn't you?
No, you're not. I cry all the time.
I just keep remembering little things about him. You know, the way he used to smile. When he was happy. Oh God, I've upset you. I didn't even know him.
No, I know I didn't. I just keep thinking about my little one, that's all.
Oh, Laurie, I didn't mean for you to turn on the waterworks too.
Oh, no, I know you didn't.
Must be tough being cut off from your kid like that.
You see, I keep trying to do things to keep my mind off it, you know? Being happy, sewing, organising, doing things. But just every now and again, it just sort of all spills over.
If we had that camera, you know, we could kill some time with that. Taking photos. Yeah. Well, You can play pool with it, but I don't reckon it'd be as good. Oh, we're a pair, ain't we? I reckon we should stop thinking about that camera, you know. Been in the deep freeze for as long as I am. Seems like forever.
Found another helper for you. Go on, grab a brush and some paint and join in.
I'd like to invite you up here, Mel, but I don't think this plane can hold the three of us.
Hey, you got any more of this stuff, Mr. Jackson? I'm nearly out.
Yeah, me too.
I thought 3 tins would have done this place easily.
Well, not when you take the lumps out. Some of them are big enough to play footy with.
Okay, West. You and Jones head up to the workshop and get some more.
Sure. How about I tag along too, Mr. Jackson? Jonesy's dying to have a go, aren't you,
Oh,
Mel?
yeah, can I, Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, it's all yours, Pablo.
You stay there, Connors. We need the tall timber for those top areas.
What? It's nothing that can't wait a few minutes.
I'm sure West and Jones can handle it. Go on, off you go.
You go first.
My pleasure.
Well, come on, Pablo. You missed a bit. Up there.
Look, I'm not going to chuck a bloody spear at ya.
Them bones I'm worried about.
What?
The ones you point at people, I heard some of the girls talking, and they reckon you can make someone drop dead right where they're standing.
Only the really juicy ones.
I just remembered something I forgot to tell Mr. Jackson.
Hey, Bob! What do you want, Simpson?
I figure you need a manicure right up to your ankles.
Just try it.
Hey! Hey, watch out! The mower's coming straight from you! Nearly came you down the side that time, Doc.
Watch what you're doing! You okay?
Yeah.
Hey, I hope you don't mind me grabbing you like that. I was only just trying to get you out of the way.
It's okay. Look, I appreciate what you did. Were you coming?
Yeah, never really believed that stuff about people dropping dead anyway.
I didn't think you were... My goodness, how stunning.
Gotta do something, take my mind off things.
But you're gorgeous. I mean, it's just what this place needs is a splash of colour.
Your drab's pretty in round here, eh?
Oh, no wonder Lester was so fond of photographing you.
Well, some of us got it and some of us ain't.
Oh, we still had that camera. Do you know the glossies would fall over themselves for a model like you? I mean, the face, the body, you're perfect, Lisa.
I was in mothballs, I remember.
I think I might just make a phone call to Uncle Tony. You see, he's got one of the largest pharmacies in Rookton. Well, maybe it's the only one, but I mean, who cares? And he'll be on supplies with all the film we need. Then there's Uncle Ben. You see, he works for a cosmetic company in Sydney. He said if I ever needed anything, he'd be happy to get it for me.
Laurie, we haven't got the camera.